It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Hornets in Charlotte. Checking out the Hornets, going up against a capable opponent, but you see their confidence. This one they really feel they should win. They'll look to come out strong and throw the first punch. We'll be checking out Eric Bledsoe in this one. Bledsoe, undersized even for a point guard, but despite that, gets to the rim a lot, can attack a defense. How's he do it, Shaq?
Well, Ernie, he's stronger than any other point guard in the league. And he protects the ball with his body as he attacks, like Nick Van Exel used to do.
Oh, really? Yeah. Good call.
Strongest point guard?
I would say so. He gets his body into the defender, and he is a tough guy to move defensively. Yeah, I would say toughest and strongest.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan, also tough and strong, for the tip.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. So for the Bucks in this matchup, they got to be feeling pretty good as they won that last outing against the Hornets. They've got the edge, 2 wins in 3 games against this team, going for number 3 here.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis and Parker, the explosive forward pair. Bledsoe is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Henson in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Now here's Lamb. Defense right on him. Screened by Howard. And Lamb kicks to Batum. Just 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. And the NBA season can be a long one, Chris. How important were team functions and team events during the season as a way to relieve some of the stress of the season?
Oh, man, if you're on a good team and a good team in the locker room, then You really don't even have to have team functions because you're going out, hanging out after every practice, going to play golf on warm days.
It's just natural, right?
Yeah, it's just natural. You're eating with guys, hanging out with guys, and so it is everything because really these are the guys that you're playing for, and the better chemistry, the better the team, I've always believed. And so team functions, hanging out with the guys, always important.
Now Middleton following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Bledsoe passes to Parker. That one misses, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Well, Greg, what amazed me was they could sustain nothing on offense. They'd make a couple of buckets and go right back into their shell.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Henson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last.
Well, now that appears to be lack of communication between those two. Just mistimed the pass altogether.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Walker against Bledsoe. Shot's good by Walker.
Oh, Walker is a confident player. Never bashful at going to work down the side.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Henson with the screen. And it's sent back by Howard. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Well, sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the inside. Stolen by Middleton. To the paint. Lets it fly. Hornets with the rebound.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he wants.
Walker against Bledsoe. Count it. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Walker has speed to burn. A nightmare keeping him out of the paint.
Walker against Bledsoe. There's Parker with the three. They grab their own miss. And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Here's Lamb. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Lamb dishes to Walker. On the wing, Lamb. Rebound by Parker.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
Right wing. And it's sent back by Howard. Henson, and he hits it to tie the game up. Henson's got his second basket of the night.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
The finish.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
And that one falls for Parker.
And you look at the Bucks and this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
Now here's Walker. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when it left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Clifford. David.
Well, Kevin, he's seen how dangerous their offense can be. They're down 2-1 in this season series, and he's looking for ways to get more stops. He told me it comes down to want to. We have to take this personally. It's a pride thing. You can't be okay with your guys scoring. We'll see if they can rise up to the challenge tonight. Back to you.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Yeah, easier to say than do. I mean, with the weapons they have, they force such tough matchups. It's hard to stay with them.
He gets that one. And when so much of the NBA is trying to capitalize, Greg, on small ball, the Bucks said they're going to go for tall ball if they can make it work.
And what the length and height gives the Bucks is a few things. One, you get matchup advantages at least at a few positions on the floor. Great coverage in the passing lanes. And remember now, the half court is much bigger because of the impact of the three-point shot. You need size, skill, and activity to be able to guard that far from the basket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Nicholas Batum. Well, one reason why Nick Batum is so valuable on the basketball floor is his ability to guard multiple positions. You hear that a lot with front court players, but Chris, he gives you that flexibility as a guard.
And his length is a big part of why he's able to do that. You always want a rangy guy you can put up on a shooter for the other team. Very often, Batum plays that role because of his ability to bother shots and check a multitude of players.
And the Hornets team that while they have added rotation players via the draft, they haven't been able to draft a star to build around yet.
Oh, well, and with the Hornets, their best pick has been Kemba Walker back in 2011. I mean, they've traded away a lot of their picks right after making them. However, that might change as they lucked out with Monk falling to them.
Clock is at 3. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Hornets.
And their offense centered around the three-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
Walker with it. And Batum kicks to Walker. Can't connect from short range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Henson, and it's sent back by Howard. And a wide open look for Walker, and the Hornets miss again.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Williams. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Parker. Milwaukee leading by 5. And it's Middleton penetrating. Outside for Bledsoe. Teardrop shot. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Hornets. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Howard. Kaminsky comes in for Williams. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Lamb. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Brogdon's checked in. Six to shoot. And Henson kicks to Bledsoe. Henson with the screen. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And here's a look at some stats for Jabari Parker. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's around 18 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Muhammad against Kid Gilchrist. And Muhammad kicks to Brogdon. Second shot opportunity. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Bucks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
On the free throw, no good. Chris, so many great young players coming into the NBA this year and in years past. Which of the new faces in the league do you think could be the next big thing?
Look at Ben Simmons, how he plays. His game is so unique, you know, like the same with Embiid, all these young guys. But how about the unicorn, Porzingis? I mean, what can't he do? It's going to be so fun, you know, so much fun to watch him grow.
How about a guy named Antetokounmpo?
Oh, man, how about Antetokounmpo? I love his game. I love his name. He's exciting, and you know he wants to get better. You see how he took the All-Star game so serious last season. You see how he just wants to be the best. And I tell you what, as a player, you love having a coach that believes in you. And just think about it. That's the only coach, Jay Kidd, that would have put this guy at the point guard. Most guys would have put him at a center or power forward. Watch out. Watch out. Carter Williams is a rarity, a point guard who can absolutely throw it down, thanks mainly to his size.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Dellavedova, the pass to Maker. Dishes to Muhammad. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Carter Williams against Brogdon. Just 5 on the clock.
Now, look, you got to respect the defense of Kidd-Gilchrist. He's just absolutely tenacious.
Here's Monk. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Monk's got his first points of the night.
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
Well, he has the ability to make some subtle adjustments. I mean, just create just enough space to get your shot off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Carter Williams kicks to Monk. There's the pass to Kaminsky. Charlotte moving the ball around. Charlotte needs to get a shot. A three-pointer, no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Carter Williams. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The shot by Muhammad. Nobody around. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead. Charlotte's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's in there.
And when you're open, Carter Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Dellavedova dishes to Muhammad. Back to Dellavedova. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Hornets trail by 10. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. Now here's Carter Williams, defended by Dellavedova. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hernan Gomez, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound, finishing strong on the putback.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Now Dellavedova. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. Number 5 is Malik Monk.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
That free throw good from Dellavedova. One thing that I think many players and certainly many other coaches, Chris, in the NBA love about Steve Clifford is his brutal honesty. He will pull no punches with you.
Yeah, the reporters just can't throw cliche phrases at him during the press conferences or he'll dismantle them. The frankness he has with the media and players is one reason players like playing for him.
Carter Williams kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And it's Kaminsky at the elbow. Rebounded by Maker. Milwaukee leading by 9. The feed to Teletovic. Over Kaminsky. Now here is Dellavedova. T right on him. That's tipped. They get it back.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Carter Williams, the pass to Monk. Kid Gilchrist, a screen on Muhammad. They set the pick. Here's Carter Williams, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's Milwaukee in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back right after this. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion, on the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, they've got Matthew Dellavedova. Mirza Teletovic out there with Shabazz Muhammad. Then there's Maker, and it's Brogdon in at the point guard position. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
And, Chris, you were the #1 overall draft pick back in 1993. We've seen a lot of grades taken with that pick, but it also seems that those #1 picks who aren't as successful face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism. There's a lot on your plate to handle. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for some players being the #1 pick. But I've always laughed and I've thought about, you know, players that maybe people say maybe they were a bust, maybe this player wasn't good. Well, I think you should go back and look at the GM that picked them. I mean, the GM is the guy that assesses talent, you know. So when there were a few players that were picked number one, and many players said, what are you doing? We've played against him. We would never pick him number one. So before that, I think the NBA is about opportunity and situation. Look at a guy like Chauncey Billups. He went to Boston. He didn't do well at Boston. They called him a malcontent, said he couldn't play, and then he ended up being one of the best leaders that the game had. And so this game is all about situation and opportunity. Can you find the right fit? That's why if you're a player, you can't let frustration get to you. You have to continue to work hard, continue to prove your game, because when you play, you're auditioning for the other teams in the league as well. They're saying, wait a minute, we see his unique talent, skills, and we see his unique skill set, and we could use him. And so many times you just have to wait for the right position, the right situation.
Dellavedova kicks to Muhammad. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. In the corner, it's Monk. Offline with his three.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Dellavedova dishes to Maker. Here's Muhammad. And the Bucks miss again.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
Pass to Monk. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Bucks. Maker's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's Brogdon on the wing. Carter Williams covering. Brogdon the pass to Dellavedova. Toledovich with it. Kaminsky's there. Got a hand on it. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bucks leading by 9. Here's Dellavedova. Softly drops in the floater. Dellavedova's got 7 points in the game.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Here's Walker. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball?
Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. You too.
So it's the Hornets now. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Here's Lamb. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Middleton now atop the key. Excellent D from Howard.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Down low, here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Inside, it's deflected. Howard, and the layup's good off the glass.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
Bucks leading by 11. Bledsoe outside. There's a screen. Parker against Williams. Pass to Middleton. 5 to shoot. Hornets with the rebound. Howard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Lamb kicks to Batum. Over Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. The Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. The Bucks have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And the first one drops.
Well, when you watch the Hornets play, they are very good at getting to the free throw line. They have a lot of players who can attack and draw contact. They get a lot of free points on offense that way.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Chris, as you said, the Hornets do a good job of forcing the issue and getting to the line. Great rate of free throws per possession.
Well, it's always important to be able to get free throws as an offense. It kills any momentum the opposition might be building. Easy, reliable way to put up points on a nightly basis.
Batum dishes to Williams. The kick out to Walker. They get it back.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Batum passes to Lamb. 6 to shoot. Outside, Walker. Charlotte gets it back. He can't get that one to fall. Bucks leading by 12. Bledsoe kicks to Henson. For the 3. No good from Bledsoe. Charlotte has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Yep, that one goes in there. Lamb's got his first 2 points.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
Bledsoe dishes to Henson. Walker against Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. And again, the Bucks miss. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Batum. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Middleton. Great D that time from Howard.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Lamb passes to Batum. Over onto Kumbo. It's a hand on it. Bucks leading by 10. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, getting to the line more and more. Proof that Giannis is consistently being aggressive. And one thing you notice with Giannis is just how much better this team is with him on the floor. What he brings on offense and defense is as huge as any player in our league.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo, and clearly Steve Clifford wants to talk it over. Let's take a peek now here at the league leaders in rebounding. The 4th spot held by Dwight Howard.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Hornets trail by 12. Here's Walker. Williams a screen. Outside, Batum. Shots good by Walker.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Feeds it to Middleton. Outside for Bledsoe. And here is Henson. He has 6. And Bledsoe, here we go. Lamb with the ball. Kicks it to Walker. Howard with a screen on Bledsoe. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the Jays.
Walker's quickness, it enables him to create a lot of shots off separation, off the dribble, coming off those screens.
Middleton drives in, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. That's a foul on Charlotte.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision-making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Middleton and his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year.
Middleton hits them both.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
And Walker kicks to Batum. On the wing, Williams. Milwaukee with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Well, but I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Pick by Williams. And Walker kicks to Lamb. Charlotte moving it around. Williams with a clean look. And it's Williams again missing.
Maybe he should look to pass the ball right now and get his teammates involved, because right now, his shot's not falling. He's ice cold.
No one near Henson as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And a wide open look for Lamb. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got his second bucket tonight.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Bledsoe dishes to Henson. Back to Bledsoe. Henson with the screen. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bledsoe against Walker. Pass to Howard. Outside for Batum. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Eric Bledsoe? He's averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And Chris, as your career progressed, your free throw shooting percentage jumped up about 20 points higher than when you started. That's not the case for a lot of players. Just how hard is it for a big man to improve their free throw shooting throughout their career?
Okay, that's probably one of the things I'm proudest of, is that I have a record for going from worst to that best improvement, and I worked out hard. I had a shooting coach, Buzz. We worked out every summer. I would take him everywhere with me, Kev. I mean,
really?
I would take this guy to the club, to church, to a restaurant, to he'd have to wait outside the bathroom. Everywhere I went that summer, I wanted him, with me, because you have to focus and concentrate on it. You think about it, you have to change not only your mental habits, your repetition, but your thought process. So step 1 is figuring out that shot. Step 2 is how many repetitions. Step 3 is, can you get that in game time atmosphere atmosphere, and you really can't unless you punish yourself in the summer with running. So if you have to do a suicide every one you miss, or, you know, it just was just so much work and intensity on it, because you have to build up so much trust, because the reason why guys shoot bad free throws, they don't trust it. They shoot a different way every time. And it was fun becoming better at that, but, you know, that's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done, was get better at shooting free throws, because the concentration and the time allowed it to try to improve. It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For Milwaukee, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
One shot, one shot.
Saw you. Get in there.
1:24 left to play here in the half. Carter Williams against Brogdon. Off the left rim and out. On offense, here are the Bucks. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Now here's Teletovic. He averages about 5 points a game. Dellavedova from outside. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Hornets trail by 17. Up the floor. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Here's Dellavedova. That one doesn't drop.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, you have to admire the energy that Kid Gilchrist plays with. It's what helps him earn these calls.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And in a short amount of time, Kid Gilchrist has established himself as one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. His long reach and tenacious athleticism really covers a lot of ground.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brogdon the pass to Maker. It's Brogdon on the wing. Got a piece of it.
And despite the short wingspan for a big man, Kaminsky with the height and timing to steal block shots.
The Bucks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. 8 seconds left in the first half. Here's Carter Williams, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, 2 block shots, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, it'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Antetokounmpo in this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Oh, yeah, and in the first half, he was not only changing shots, he was sending them back into the crowd.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Inside, Williams at the 4, Howard in the middle. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 9 points for Parker.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
From 12 feet out, they get the rebound. And Howard with the second chance points.
And that's what you love to see from Howard, creating his own offense there off the miss.
Walker against Bledsoe. He feeds it to Henson. The 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Hornets trail by 15.
And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
Lamb and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Lamb, good. 90 seconds now into the second half. Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Middleton with it. Batum with the steal. Walker the pass to Lamb. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Stolen by Middleton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Nicholas Batum. And, Greg, as you said, the aggressiveness Bledsoe has going to the rim is a key for him to getting those open shots then on the perimeter.
And the team is at their best when he is in attack mode. I mean, opens up lanes for cuts as you just can't keep him out of the paint. Knows when to drop off a pass after he beats his opponent as well for an easy score.
2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Hornets trail by 15. Now Walker, he's got 9. Howard with a screen on Bledsoe. And Walker kicks to Howard. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, and his shot selection, iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Batum with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Batum dishes to Williams. Rebounded by the Bucks. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Here's Walker. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 11 points for Walker.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe. Second free throw, no good. Chris, you look at the way the game is played now. We have seen some retired players say it is soft.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is soft when you look through their lens. That's true. But that's the way that the game is today. And so if you're a fan just coming to the game now, or, you know, if this is the game you love, you accept it and you keep moving on. As long as the fans love it, as long as the players are having fun with it. But definitely, compared to the 80s, to the 90s, there's no doubt about it that the game is soft as far as physical play. But at the same time, look what it's produced. It has allowed players to show the beauty of an offensive jump shot, of an offensive move, and also made defenders get that much better because you have to move laterally and can't use your hands to guard.
They set the pick. And Henson kicks to Middleton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And here's a look at the stats for Dwight Howard. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's putting up about 16 points a game and over 2.5 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
He's perfect from the line this time. Hornets trail by 16. And Walker kicks to Howard. Back to Walker. There's a good screen to the middle. Off the pick. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Chris Middleton. And just a year ago, it seemed that things were set in place for Howard, playing for his hometown team. But in a surprise trade, he was moved out to Charlotte.
And there seems to be a lot of reasons for the trade. I mean, Howard wasn't the right fit in Atlanta, a team trying to get smaller and younger. Never easy to get traded from your hometown team.
Free throw good, Howard.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Milwaukee leading by 15. Here's Bledsoe. Drains it from 17 feet out.
At the defensive end, they've lost some of their focus since halftime.
For Charlotte, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Howard against Henson. Left side, Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams sets a screen for Walker. Fader on the way. Charlotte no good that time either.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Walker.
And looking at this shot chart, you can't help but feel that this entire team has played passively on offense. There has been little to nothing going on at the rim or in the paint for that matter. And when you don't attack the defense and put pressure on them down low, you are making life far too easy on them.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Bledsoe kicks to Parker. Batum against Antetokounmpo. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 16 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, they're getting terrific high percentage looks at the basket to begin this half. 4 or 5 so far.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 6th in scoring, 14th in blocks. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Screen by Howard. Walker against Bledsoe. Walker's shot is off.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Henson with the screen to the inside and stolen by Williams. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Howard. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Lamb. Makers checked in for the Bucks. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Chris Middleton. Here's Walker. And yes, it's good. Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Even with the D swarming Walker, he rattles in these shots. Just an exceptional finisher close to the basket.
Bledsoe dishes to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Hornets trail by 17. Here's Batum. He has 6. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Kaminsky. Puts it up from 15. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
There's a good screen, and it's Bledsoe off the drive. Misses from close range.
Now, he hasn't been able to sink anything, really. His team still leads, but it's unclear if he will find his game by the time this one ends.
And he gets it to go. Walker's got 17 now.
Gotta love the ferociousness of Walker on offense. So good at finding his shot out there.
Parker passes to Brogdon. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, with the Hornets' length and mobility at the 2 through 4 positions, the team switches a lot defensively. Coach Steve Clifford said, you have to deal with mismatches at times, but it makes defense simpler. With those guys, they're all big enough, strong enough, and competitive enough that they're going to battle. Kevin?
And having that kind of versatility on defense is huge. D.A., thank you so much.
And Batum really likes getting shots off from the interior, using those long arms of his well to release the shot over the defense.
Bledsoe kicks to Maker. It's stolen by Hernangomez. Jumps up, and the dunk by Batum.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Maker. Second shot opportunity. Hernangomez grabs the miss.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Charlotte moving it around. Kid Gilchrist sends the pick for Batum. Hernangomez passes to Kid Gilchrist. Now, here is Hernangomez. D right on him. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Up top, Bledsoe, guarded by Walker. Nobody near Parker. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Charlotte making some changes. Monk comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Carter Williams in for Kemba Walker. Milwaukee also making some changes. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Jabari Parker. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. Kaminsky, and no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. They grabbed their own miss. Teletovic's shot is good. Teletovic has got his second basket of the night.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's the screen. Now, here's Monk, covered by Teletovic. Kaminsky inside. 5 points in the game. Carter Williams. But they recover it.
They are really crashing the offensive glass, and it's paying off for them.
Yep, that one goes.
Now look, guys try to get physical with Kaminsky, but he has the body control and focus to finish through the contact.
Dellavedova kicks to Muhammad. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists tonight. Hornets trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Monk. Now, here is Hernangomez. Defense right on him. Kid Gilchrist with it. Now defended by Muhammad. That doesn't go either for Carter Williams.
Well, look, his teammates are going to stop giving him the ball if he keeps taking shots like that.
Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
And you love the effort, just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Brogdon kicks to Teletovic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
The Hornets shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Brogdon against Carter Williams. He dishes it to Kaminsky. Offensive rebound. For Charlotte, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey for Michael Carter Williams. He goes from Rookie of the Year to getting traded, then traded again. Had a lot to live up to after that award, but the expectations might have been a bit unfair.
He hits the second from the line.
Now, the former Rookie of the Year continues to improve. Carter Williams, he's a triple-double threat thanks to his size and his passing skills.
Brogdon the pass to Muhammad. He kicks it to Teletovic. Back to Muhammad. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And Teletovic good for 3. Teletovic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Bucks on top, up 19. And we'll be back right after this. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, 1 shot, 1 rebound, and let's go. We take care of the ball, get good shots, and get back on defense. Keep talking.
Efficiency, fundamentals, that's what I'm hearing from Jason Kidd right there.
Yeah, and there's a toughness to the way they're playing right now, and they're communicating. That's what Coach wants to keep seeing.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Muhammad. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. And it's Maker in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Charlotte making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. John Henson's checked in for Thon Maker. And he sinks the second. And you look at today's players, they have so many more ways to connect with their fans. But Chris, at times, do you think that creates added pressure for the players?
Every player has pressure. I don't know about added pressure, but I do think it's a different time with social media, and you can hear everyone's opinion. So I think that you need to focus more if you're an athlete, but I don't think it adds more pressure, because whether or not someone can type it or say it in your face or boo you at a game, you know, you're going to hear those words.
Good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Monk kicks to Kidd Gilchrist. They set the pick. Wants to get it to Carter Williams and does. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Perfectly timed pump fake from Carter Williams. Is completely fooling the D. The rest was easy.
Shot.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Carter Williams hits them both. Bucks leading by 18. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And Muhammad kicks to Dellavedova. Releases from 15. Muhammad, no luck. The Hornets shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Over in the corner, Lamb. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Being so thin, Lamb can find it hard to finish in traffic, but shows some toughness there.
Dellavedova dishes to Henson. Back to Dellavedova. And the pass to Henson. There's the feed to Dellavedova. Fires, high post. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
The dish now to Williams. Shoots from the corner. Rebounded by the Bucks. Henson's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Muhammad has it in the corner. Middleton outside. Here's Henson, and it's sent back by Howard. Now, here's Monk. Muhammad covering. And here is Carter Williams. Dishes to Lamb. Howard setting the pick for Lamb. High post, Howard. Teletovic grabs the board. Teletovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Middleton the pass to Muhammad. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, the D was slouching there, and he rose up and confidently hit that shot, just like he did in the first half.
Here's Carter Williams. The stupendous finish in traffic. Carter Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Muhammad. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Kemba Walker is checked in for Charlotte. The Bucks also with the sub. Parker's checked in. On defense, Milwaukee. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And Lamb kicks to Howard. 5 to shoot. Walker dishes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 17 rebounds.
Oh, and Walker strikes a nice balance between scoring and finding his teammates. That time for a wide-open bucket.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Craig, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. Passes it to Howard. Out to the right wing. Here's Monk. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Back to Muhammad. Launches it. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. And that's 18 points for Shabazz Muhammad. Picked by Williams. Walker the pass to Williams. To the paint. Here's Howard. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Howard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Dellavedova kicks to Parker. Back to Dellavedova. Muhammad on the wing. Henson in the post, working on Howard. Henson dishes to Muhammad. No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 15. Walker with it. Screen by Howard. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 19 points.
Don't you love the passion Walker plays with? An incredible athlete who somehow muscles in tough shots.
Dellavedova with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Here's Parker. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Howard. Screen by Howard. From deep, Walker hits the three-point bomb. Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's definitely been a different player this second half. He's shooting lights out now, much different after a tough first half.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Monk, and then for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Muhammad. And Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He was pretty clear-cut to them. He said, look, we need to play with some edge out there. I don't care what the lead is. Do not back off.
Now here's Lamb. From beyond the arc, but they get it back.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Bledsoe against Walker. Bledsoe passes to Henson. Outside for Bledsoe. Shoots over Walker. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Henson. And the Bucks lead by 10. Hornets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Howard kicks to Lamb. Doubled by Henson. Screen by Howard. Walker dishes to Howard. Stolen by Henson. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Sick. And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that effort. You want to cash in on these extra possessions. They certainly did that time.
No good from Lamb. Milwaukee leading by 12. Here's Bledsoe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. And Walker kicks to Batum. Pass to Howard. Oh, and the dunk by Howard.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Batum against Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Lamb.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim. Now, Jeremy Lamb, I love his game. A very lengthy two-guard out of UConn. Still developing as a player, but he has some great flashes at times. Not terribly consistent shooter, but he's crafty, and he can get buckets. He knows how to make the most of his length on D as well.
Two shot.
Free throw drops for Lamb. And with Lamb mentioning his length as a guard, last season he went off with an incredible 17 rebounds. Remember that game? Those are numbers, Chris, even centers dream of putting up.
Yeah, Kevin, I do remember that game you're talking about with Lamb. A lot of those rebounds came from his activity near the paint on both ends of the floor. When he forces himself to be involved in the action, he's at his best.
Henson, a screen on Walker. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Not really his range, and it's off target. Hornets trail by 10. Outside, Walker. Howard setting the pick for Walker. Feeds to Batum. Howard against Parker. And the lead is down inside single digits. 19 points for Dwight Howard.
And here in the fourth, he's carrying this team right now, 5 of 7 from the field.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Batum. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Howard. Down low, Walker. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Walker's got 24 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Henson dishes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Screened by Parker. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Misses the layup. Hornets trail by 6. Outside, Walker. Pass to Lamb. Batum a screen on Middleton. Williams a screen, and Lamb kicks to Batum. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks leading by 6. Bledsoe outside. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Trying to get back on track, and it's good on the way in.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
And Lamb kicks to Walker. Lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 17 now, just in the second half.
You can't pass up a shot from such short range.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. 1:21 left in the fourth. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And Lamb kicks to Walker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Now, you can't tell me Walker is not one of the most fearless penetrators in the league. The D sometimes has no chance but to foul him hard.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Henson with the screen. The 3. Middleton can't get it to go.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Yeah, it's tough. You're putting in that effort, but then walking away without that W.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
And he makes that one. And the Bucks lead by 8.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deep a hole. Very little time now to climb out.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Here's Lamb. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, he was extremely clutch back when Connecticut ran through the college tournament. Lamb plays with great composure in big moments.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
I know he feels good about that. A perfect trip to the line further extends the lead.
Offensive rebound. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, I love how Williams stays ready. No matter what point of the game it is, he's prepared to take the big shot.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the seconds. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Off the pick. The putback, count it. And now they trail by just 4.
Tremendous play there. Howard giving them everything.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. And so it's Charlotte with it. To the wing right side. From deep. Walker. Money. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
Howard, the pass to Batum. Here's Lamb. Misses the 3. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.